moving, it's the way that it goes. Keep your head up, gotta stay on your toes. If they flexing with the heat, then we bring them to court.
At Hobbs Reservoir with Scott Green. He's been nice enough to do an interview with me and give us some history on the reservoir and a little bit about how it got here and what's happened over the years and why it brought us at Stone Paranormal here to do an investigation. I'm going to fall over. So tell us, it started, how did this reservoir start?
Kays Creek Irrigation came about 1896. The farmers got together and they got the water rights off the mountain from the state of Utah. And then in 1919, my grandpa came and finished Hobbs Pond. It went bankrupt for the guy who started it, and then they asked him to come back and finish it because he just got done completing Andy Adams, which is a couple of miles south of here below Valley View Golf Course. He came and finished it, got it all ready. They put in the outlets. The dam runs about 620 feet from the outlet to the other outlet on the west side of the dam. And my dad has become president, and my uncle became president, and then when my uncle died, they asked me to step in as president of the company. And between that time, I put a new outlet in here with the help of the state of Utah through a loan. And then what we did, we also pressurized it for the farmers out west. It saves us 35% of our water, so it's no longer just flood ground, everything is sprinkled, and so it saves a lot of water, so we can do this. But this has been in the family as a shareholders since the beginning of the dam in 1919 when they finished it and stuff like that. So, and now it's a fishery for the public. They're allowed to come in here through the Fish and Game and through Layton City. We've turned this into a fishery for people to come and fish here, and they can put float tubes out here, but they can't have motorized vehicles.
So they can't swim in the reservoir?
No, we ask them not to swim.
Why is that?
Because there's been many people drowned here. We've had a little boy drowned here a few years ago, and then we've had other people drowned in here also. So we ask people not to swim in here. We don't know if it's the currents or just people think they can cross this big reservoir and then they find out they can't make it all the way.
Where were the currents?
Well, we're not sure if they come through there because the creeks come down in two different spots, and I'm not sure if that's what's caused it or if just being tired, getting out there too far without life jackets on and things like that. So we've asked people not to swim in here, which we do have problem with kids swimming anyway, you know.
Right.
You know, you're not going to stop that no matter what you do, but we've asked kids not to because of that problem. It brings a lot of other problems, drugs and things like that into there, needles that we find on the banks and stuff like that.
No, you don't want that.
But since we've opened it to the public, it's been a lot better. We get a lot of people come down here in kayaks. We do have one person that can use a motorized vehicle. He has a slalom ski course that he can ski on.
Okay.
And we have a contract with him, but that's the only. But he only comes down maybe once a month now.
Right, and you have a contract right now with him. So the reason you won't get sick if you go into this water, it's a rumor that's been spread around that you may get sick if you go into this water or something.
I've never heard that.
Okay.
You know, I never swam in here when I was a kid because of all my dad telling me that it's not a safe place to swim.
Right.
But we also had our own canal that we swam in.
Right, so you didn't really need to come and swim. How many people do you estimate had passed away here at this reservoir?
My count is probably four. You know, the last one was a little boy. He was 11 years old. He had come down from the neighborhood, come around the fences. We had put fences up around here, chain link fences, and he come around, come on this south bank over here. He had taken his socks and shoes off, and I think he got in the water and then realized he couldn't get out, and he panicked. And the people he was a foster child, he had a twin sister also, they claimed that a cougar had forced him into the water. But his socks were definitely inside his shoes, so we know that he was just swimming.
Right.
And things.
Have you ever seen a cougar around here?
I haven't, but people have saying they've seen them. You know,
it's possible.
Yeah.
They're out here in the
you
wilderness.
know, all the times that I've been here working, doing the outlet, doing the pressurized system. The only thing I've never seen a cougar, but some people have seen them, so I can't deny what they've seen. I teased some lady one time that they seen one, you know, and they were friends of mine, but no, I have not seen a cougar. I haven't even seen tracks, but I know they're down here, you know, they're close to the mountain.
Right, and I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched for them to come get water. It's water.
Exactly right.
So,
yeah, and you know, when we drained it, there was a lot of fish and stuff like that, and I know the raccoons were in here crazy because they were getting free lunch.
Oh, I don't like raccoons at all.
Yeah, and so, no, this has been in my family for 3 generations and now 4 with my son and my grandson, so you could say 5.
So you had mentioned that you don't like coming out here at nighttime.
I do not like coming out here at nighttime.
Why is that?
Well, I had a chance, and I don't know if you know about the White Lady down in Springville.
I've heard.
Spring Canyon, actually out by Helper. When I was in high school, we went down there, and we actually seen her come out of a porthole. There were 7 of us that went down in my pickup, and we waited on the banks that night because we'd heard stories about her. And so we waited for her, or waited for anything to happen. We had a fire going, and we let the fire die down. All of a sudden, we seen something come out of a porthole, and we went the next day. The porthole's only about this big around. Okay, what they'd done is sealed it off, and somebody had knocked a hole in it. Okay, and so as we're standing there, we watched this figure come out, this white figure with a lantern, and we shined our flashlights on, and next thing we know, it's gone, it's back in the portal. We built the fire up, and we're saying, what should we do? And so we decided to let the fire die down again and say, let's let her, she'll come out farther. And so we waited, and she got out about maybe 150 feet. We shined our flashlights on her. She was gone. We threw our sleeping bags in the truck. We were down the road as fast as we could. We came back the next day. We had told some girls about this at the restaurant, and they said, we want to come and see. So we went back up there, but there was water coming out of it, so there was no footprints, no nothing, and so we decided to crawl in this porthole.
Oh.
Okay, in this mine. We get back in about 100 feet, we hear something. You should see 7 boys try to get through this porthole at the same time.
You say you hear something, you hear...
I don't know what we heard. I can't say what we heard, you know, but we left those 2 poor girls back in there about 100 feet.
No.
And you should seen 7 guys trying to scramble through this hole. Finally, we flashlight the girls and they came out. And that was the last time I was ever there, and the last time I'll go back, you know. So when I came down here at nighttime to when we were draining this, there's actually a copper dam that runs across the middle of this. So when we do repairs, we can keep the water on that side and do any repairs we need to.
So there's no water.
Yeah, so we were pumping this side out the spillway, but coming down here, you just get that eerie feeling. And I don't know what the feeling is, but I wouldn't even fill this tank all the way up. I was heading home with my wife.
You feel like somebody was watching you, or just somebody, or was it the same feeling you got when you saw
It was the same feeling I got when I seen the White Lady. I don't know if, I can't say I've heard things, but I've heard people say they've heard a little boy cry for help. Okay, that's the only thing that I've heard. And so I can't say what it is, but I wouldn't stay down here, because I'd have to come here about 11 o'clock at night to make sure that pump lasted all night so the water wouldn't come over the copper dam and cause problems for us. But I wouldn't even fill that tank halfway full, and I was out and up and heading home. So my wife would stay in the truck with the truck lock.
Has your wife ever experienced anything besides
No.
a feeling of just
that
not
feeling. Yeah,
wanting to be here?
No, and none of my kids wanted to come down at nighttime, so I can't tell you what it is, whether it's just maybe being scared of the dark. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the feeling is.
Well, I don't necessarily think that's it, because I mean, you went to go see the White Lady how many times?
Just once.
Twice.
Well, so,
and you went back and you still got that feeling.
yeah,
And I think
we
that
let her come out of the porthole twice that night.
Yeah.
So is what we did.
And then you went back the next day.
We went back the next day, yes, to check things out.
Yeah.
And it'll be the last time that I do anything
Right.
like that.
But you know what that feeling is.
I know
so
that feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's a scary feeling to me. And so I just said, I won't come down with you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why we're doing this now. We won't.
No,
we won't,
no, but I would like to see what you hear, what you find, what you see. You know, that would be great to me. But otherwise, I'll let you enjoy yourself at
I'm
nighttime.
assuming that the cries that the people hear from the child are from the little boy.
I would.
That's what I'm. Yeah, I'm not saying they are. They're not. But I'm assuming that that's what that is, and that happened over in that area over there.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Along that bank where the trees are falling down right there, that's where they found him out in the water that day.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been a little different, but it's
And
been a good pond for everybody.
He's the only one that's passed away since you've.
No, there was another guy that passed away when I was in high school back in the late 60s. Okay. I don't know much about him, you know, just I believe he was from the Air Force, from the base up here that
wanted to
had
go
passed.
swimming. And
Yeah. And I think what happened is I watched a kid come across here one day, and his buddy got all the way across, and he got about 3/4 of the way, and I didn't think he was going to make it. You know, I was getting ready to call the fire department or somebody to come and rescue him because I wasn't going out there to get him because he was 3/4 of the way, but he finally struggled his way through the bank. So
How deep is this water?
it's 38 feet the deepest.
Okay.
Right now it's probably about 26 feet deep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So, but it narrows, it's shallow as you go back that way towards the end of it.
Right. But it seems like most people.
Yeah, this is probably the best place, but to do the best fishing is probably up in the corners.
Yeah, that's where the shallow fish is.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of food coming off the mountain and the creeks because there's 2 creeks that feed this reservoir. Yeah. Yeah, you see the fish jumping now and then.
Fish coming in and out of there.
Yeah. So it's a good place. They used to during pioneer days. They tell me they used to reenact the Indians and the cowboy, the pioneers. What they would do is they'd have a big picnic here for the neighborhood, and then what they would do is have the Indians come down on horses, and then the pioneers or the cavalry chase them off, and they would actually make a tomahawk, and they'd put cherry juice on it.
Oh no.
And so they would pretend they hit one of them so you could see the blood come and stuff like that. But they said, and I used to, during Easter, we would come with my mom and dad and have a picnic down here at the bottom on Easter all the time.
It's pretty down there.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous place. You can't believe.
Was this ever Indian ground?
Yes, it was. Across this area here, when I was a kid, we used to find a lot of arrowheads, and the Indians used to winter there because the sun would hit that side, and it's actually called Indian Hills, this part over here, where the subdivision was built.
Wow.
So,
wow.
But we used, I don't think they ever found any graves or anything
like that.
But we used to find a lot of arrowheads when I was a young boy.
Do you know which Indians were out here? Was it
I
the
don't.
Shoshone?
I don't.
Sure.
I'm not sure of that either.
Usually around this area, and I'm not positive, but the Shoshone is, there's a lot of Utah, a lot of Idaho.
Okay. That
So,
could be it.
so,
Yeah, this has always been a special spot for me because of my grandpa had ties to this dam and things like that.
Did he bring you out here a lot?
My grandpa actually passed away before I was born. He died
wow.
back during World War II. He just had some health problems and passed away. But my dad always brought us down here.
Told you stories.
And we used to hunt a lot of pheasants down here. This was good pheasant hunting. And we never hunted deer down here, but we hunted a lot of pheasants down here. So this has always been good memories with my families, my uncles, and because my dad had four brothers, and they were like my dad. You know, if I needed my butt kicked, they would kick my butt too.
Oh,
so,
good. That's
yeah.
always, to have all those people kicking your butt is fantastic.
Yeah,
So is there anything else about this place you'd like to tell people, or?
We ask people when they come to respect it, take their junk out, their dogs, you know, use the bathroom,
People
haul
should
it
be
out.
doing that everywhere.
Exactly right. And that's what we ask people. Come and enjoy this place. You know, bring your kids, fish here. You know, you have to walk down. We understand that. But we ask you, please keep it clean. Pick up anything that you leave or twine or anything off the fishing line.
And
stuff.
you know, if you're going to visit this place, you guys, and you see something that it's not yours, pick it up.
Yep. That's what we ask people, to take care of this place, and then we can keep it open.
Right.
You know, otherwise if we find too much problem, we'll close it again like we did years ago. But I opened this up for the public because a lot of people can't afford to go up the canyon, to go fishing and stuff like that. So that's why we opened up Andy Adams too. And it's made it nice for the people locally, because I see little boys walking with their fishing poles.
Right.
And it reminds me when I was younger and stuff like that.
And it really is kind of like that. It's out of the, brings you kind of back in time.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know this is here. You know, you wouldn't know it was here unless you come down here. When people come down here, they're surprised how nice it looks.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so with the city and everybody else, we've made this a better place for everyone.
Well, and I'm sure that a lot of people thank you. I do, because I might come in here during the summer.
It's a nice place just to
Yeah.
sit and relax.
Yeah.
You
And I
know.
don't like going to Plainview because of the motorized vehicle thing.
Right.
It scares me.
And there's a trail that runs clear down from 1475 east that goes all the way and goes around the dam. We've made a trail all the way around to help with Lake City, and it comes around this side. So you're talking about 3 miles of trails that you can walk and enjoy if you want to. It's all paved until you get to the corner. Then if you see the trail up there on the hillside, it's all dirt. But see, we've put steps over there. Well, a lot of
I
help with the
see 'em.
city.
Yeah.
The city's done a lot of this, so we appreciate the city for what they've done.
Well, thank you, Layton City,
Yeah, so,
for helping him do all that.
yeah, Layton City's a good corporation. They've been good to work with, and
They were good to us, and getting a hold of you
yeah.
to do this little adventure that
Well,
we're
I
planning
appreciate
on.
that. This is something that means a lot to me, this area, and so I'm anxious to see what you find.
Well,
Yeah.
we will definitely be getting a hold of you and letting
But don't
you
ask
know.
me to come.
No, well, we won't ask you to come down here at night, but we do appreciate you, Scott.
And I'll
Hi everybody, welcome to Stone Paranormal. We're out here for our Halloween edition 2021. Last year we were at the Goodings Inn, then we did a little something else, and then we went out to Mercer, and we also went out to Stockton, and we did an investigation out there. And this year, today, we are at Hobbs Creek. We came out here because, you know what, there's not much history about what's going on out here, but we're going to find out what's going on tonight. It's been 4 confirmed deaths. We've got interviews with the landowner, and we had permission and everything because we had to be able to come out here. And let me give you a little bit of history about this. They're passed away here. Some of them were great swimmers, and some of them were just a child. But see, what happened is that this is a man-made reservoir that we're out right here. They dug this up for irrigation for farmers and for everybody in the Layton area and all those things that are going on. But it's saying that the people that perished in here inside of this reservoir, they died because something pulled them under. And they said it was like an undertow. So if we think about it, what we're out here trying to understand today is that if something is man-made and it's not the ocean, so how did it have undertows, and how did these people perish here inside of this water? So we're going to come out here and we're going to do our investigation. We're going to let you guys see what is going on, and we're going to kind of try to get down to what's going on, because there's not very much a lot of information here about Hobbs Creek. So I want you everybody to stay tuned. We're getting ready to do this, and I'm going to let y'all know why this undertow is an undertow. See that St. Guadalupe? I'm protected out here, son. I got me some pentagrams going on, got me some crystals, a Herkimer diamond. Have y'all ever, you know what this is? This right here will keep the stank off your ass, okay? Then I got me some rose quartz in in the skull right here, bearing, let you know what's going on. If you ain't protected when you're on an investigation, you're sucking. Now we're heading out to the point where they said that a young man who has a memorial that's here. And we're going to do some EMF, and we're going to check the temperature and see. I know it's a little bit cold out here, but the base temperature out here when we did it was like 47 degrees?
Now it's showing 48, but it keeps going up and down.
Okay, that's going to be normal. So, where did you see those spikes at?
So the really big spike in the caught right
Mind you, I interviewed a woman
I caught a really big spike like towards maybe a quarter of the way.
and he was very specific. he knows of that is done. So
Okay.
he would know. I would imagine
Use the property owner, you know?
no.
I feel like that's
going
gotta
at?
be disclosed.
I also feel like we don't
1.8.
take him
So the closer that we're
and
getting
his
in,
speakings into
Look at that
consideration.
shell right there.
It's gonna be bad for us.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand that because it's like he wants
Even
to
if there was
watch this.
50
Right
people
Mm-hmm.
that were out there, you know what I mean? If they're not confirmed and we cannot find them,
Then we shouldn't be spreading that shit with misinformation.
1.6.
I was gonna tell you, I feel something. Something is like on my chest.
Yeah, and we just got, I went total, my autofocus just went out of whack right here between us.
Yeah, right there between. Because all of a sudden I felt something grab my chest right here.
Like it went like dead, bad out of focus.
Him and his grandpa used to
See,
go,
that one's so great at picking up on
like he told us that in an interview.
that kind of stuff. Because it is always in focus. That camera is so good at it.
But see, that's what I'm saying is that this is what we're trying to show people and we're trying to prove to people is that your instruments are not going to lie to you. I was just sitting there looking at this. It's a brand new camera. I just sat there and saw it in focus, the lights, everything. And Tanya and Lino, when they were here, they kept feeling the spikes was going. And I swear, right here, something had me stop and look this way. And I felt something like kind of grab my chest right here, man. And then your camera, you said my camera just went
Your camera
crazy.
No, it went out of focus. Like crazy out of focus.
Oh yeah, that does that when you turn it around.
Yeah, but the other Sony, the AV, the one we've been using for years now, did the same thing at the same time, in the same spot.
Yeah, because
Hey, this is Tanya here. We're at Hobbs Reservoir. We're trying to do some paranormal investigating out here. So right now, me and Lino, my friend Lino, also a paranormal investigator, we're gonna actually go ahead and take a walk down this path because we're getting some readings and we wanna see if we can continue to get some readings as we continue to walk down this path. So just follow us. We'll see what we catch. We'll see you soon. Degrees out here, guys. We'll see if the temperature differentiates or anything like that. Nothing. A lot of steps, a lot of rocks. Okay, 4.1. And it went down to 47.5 degrees. It was at 49.
So I feel cold. I feel the air getting colder.
It's getting colder.
Ooh, all about right.
It's getting colder, but I don't see a thing happen.
Where's the 2.1? I'm waiting for Andy to get his setup done, but then we can all just go by the water.
Jacob, with your light things, you know, the green lasers, shine it down the road and see if you can capture anything.
Hey, this is Tanya again. I'm just checking back in with you guys, letting you know what's going on. So right now we're going to an area to which Jessica let us know that is very uncomfortable for the owner to be. So we're trying to see, right now I'm catching a reading. Supposedly it's very uncomfortable. They don't want to be over here. And right now we're on the path to there and I'm getting a reading. So we're just going to see what we get as we progress down this path.
his dad or grandfather, Andy?
Do what?
His dad or grandfather took it over. And then his dad, and then his uncle, and
The grandfather you never met, actually.
right, the grandfather he never met. So, so it was him and his dad that used to go pheasant hunting then, yeah? Okay, so it wasn't him and his grandpa, it was him and his dad that used to go pheasant hunting. So you'll hear all the when we put in the interview, you'll hear all the, I don't want to,
Spoil it for everybody.
not only spoil it, but I also don't want to misinform
Okay.
anything, and because I haven't watched the interview, I was just in the interview, I just thought he hates to do that.
What happened here?
Nothing. He just hates to be here. He says this is where he gets his worst feelings is here, I believe. This is the spot.
3.3, 3.7.
So it's going up here, and what went down over here?
And it's not going down.
That's
It's like
nothing.
staying.
I keep hearing shit over there. What is in the water?
What?
Probably a reflection of the house and fish.
Yeah, it's the reflection of that.
Yeah, it's a monster in the water.
This Bear River got one. Nobody don't believe me until that bitch come eat somebody.
We'll see if we can get around to the bank this way. There's stuff that he does. This is it? This isn't the docking area? Okay, so then this must be it. No, I still think it's over there. Did you hear that?
It's over there. I've been hearing a lot of stuff.
It sounded like a cry almost.
Me and Tanya have been hearing that all night since we've been here.
You know where you guys are standing, that water used to be there. This water used to come all the way up
Oh yeah,
that
this
high.
is the lowest it's been.
See, you didn't tell me that. I just felt that. I just when you said that, I'm like, all of this used to be underwater.
We're in the lake right now.
So how do we know that the bodies didn't float?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the lake right now.
Maybe that's the area you're standing in.
You hear that?
That's what we've been asking this whole time.
It's like a baby.
We've been asking weird stuff.
Something touched my
Baby
leg.
crying out.
There's fish.
Regular baby. Come on,
I wonder
baby.
if the water makes me feel
I think so, because it's just not.
Get off road here.
See, they said that they had to use dynamite to dislodge the bodies. And remember when I said that this water line was up, this right here was probably where the water went? So that means that this right here, now I can see why something can get caught up underneath, can get caught underneath this. Something's in the water.
There's fish.
For this rock to be eroded like that, it had to, this water, it was just put here. These rocks are throwing me off because there's no current in this water.
Right.
So is this sand?
No, it's a solid rock.
I'm not touching shit. That's cool. That looks like a dinosaur spine.
Where are you going, Glenn?
I know something's.
You're headed back to the trail that you wanted to walk down earlier.
This is the original, one of the original pipelines. Led me right over here. From where the water came in here. They need to do an EVP or something right here.
Gwen, the trail that we all wanted to come down initially is like right over there too.
So it led us here. Tanya, come over here and I want you to take some readings because I think I found one of the original pipes where the water came in here. Something just led me up over here. Ooh. We're not here trying to do anything. We're here because we want to know why this water is taking the lives of 4 known people. But I know that it's taking more lives than that. Because you know what? Now I know why I feel that way. Because the lives might not have been taken.
13.9.
Yep, see, Santo. The lives might not, here they come. The lives might not have been taken here, but they're coming from other waters. And they're funneling those spirits and that energy here. And I think that that's what it is that when that's what's going on here, and that's what's being told to me. I'm seeing through these pipes. I'm seeing water coming. I know that there's another river that connects to this one, this right here. But I know that it's showing me, and I just saw a rainbow of light go above me, is that the spirits are coming from other waters, and they're being trapped here. And that's what's going. Oh, see, I felt something like my ankle. Is that's what it is that they're getting trapped here. And I hear, you know, the sirens, and it's like justice, like something is telling me that, you know what, that we're on. It's like it's on me, and I can feel it, and it's like I can feel that. It's not like people are coming here. It's like purgatory a little bit. That's kind of like what they're telling me. But they're telling me that what's going on is that all the spirits that are being funneled into this, that's why they're angry. That's why, you know it, because the people that died in those waters, they were killed and put in those waters. It wasn't like somebody just going there and dying at the bank. It's like a well of souls. It's like, you know what, like the Bear River Massacre. When we did the Bear River Massacre, they said there was only 140-something people that died there. It was 700 and something damn people that died there. And the reason that they couldn't find the people is because the soldiers, Connor and his soldier. Okay, she's got her spirit box. So we debunked that. But what it was, Connor and his soldiers, so that they didn't have the senses, they took the women and the babies and slung them around and bashed their heads and threw them in the water. The Shoshones were here in this land. So how many other massacres and how many other things that were happening during that time?
4.8.
Santo. Because people...
2.8 and it's solid. It's not moving.
Because I know, I feel it around my feet. It's like something is just telling me, they're just showing me, and they're telling me that, you know what, that's what happened. And they're saying that, I hate to say it, but they're saying that the light-skinned people, the light-skinned people, they came here and they disrupted the flow. And everything flows through water. Human bodies, everything flows through water. I'm getting that thing in my head again. It's getting really, really, really tight.
2.2.
There's a lot of souls in this water. And they're all hiding. And because of this, the water receding, the spirits are coming. The more and more, they're not in the water no more. But the ground is still moist. So, you know, it's like a lot of natives, they say about sacred land and sacred earth and sacred things. There's a reason why these things are happening like this. And the reason that these souls are trapped in here is because this is a purgatory. And I think that what it was is that the reason that the people who died here Come on now, think about it. We're in a friggin' reservoir that's man-made. There's no possible way. I'm a Floridian. I know about rip currents. I've been in rip currents. If you pan and look at this water now, you don't even see a trickle of movement. It's like glass. Okay, it's like glass. But people can't swim across this little water. And they drowning. And they finding them faced up, and you know, it's like this. So why is that happening in a man-made water? Everybody comes out here saying, oh, what's paranormal? Oh, I want to see ghosts. Oh, I want to see this. No, you need to know your history, and you need to know what the hell is going on, and put two and two together and understand why these souls and these spirits are being funneled here into this reservoir. But you want to know what the funny thing about it is? Real talk. People drink from this water. They fish from this water. They eat from this water. Think about that. They always, my grandma always told me, Santo, I'm telling you something, there's big spirits. There's a big fucking dang spirit, and the spirit is angry, man.
Very angry.
The spirit is angry. Because the spirit is like, yo, it's like, they're so mad, they're just like, yo, you eat and drink this. I don't care. We can't, you disrespected us on our time on this earth. And now you got this here, and we got this funnel of water. And God only knows how many people swam in this water and then went home. Okay, what do they talk about spiritual attachments? What do they talk about things just like that? There has to be a reason why they tell people that you can come out here, you can go fishing, you can do everything, but don't get in the water. Why are they telling you not to swim in this water? And they've made up all kinds of stuff on why you shouldn't go in this water. It's a male spirit.
0.7.
It's a male spirit. And as I see him, the spirit looks like you know, like a body that's been in water too long.
Like bloated?
Like blood, but the spirit's skin was dark. It wasn't like, you know, completely the water making it that way. The spirit is oh my God. The spirit, I keep hearing in my head, the spirit keeps telling me they need to get up off my land. They need to get up off my land.
They who? Like us? Or?
They just, it's just saying I think that it's angry, and so many people have come and desecrated, and they're saying all of this ridge line right here belongs to the ancestors. And they said that, you know what, that this was a place of gathering at one time before there was water. Oh my God, 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 my God. I feel really heavy, man. And it just keeps going. And the spirit's changing its friggin' dang, it's not staying like the shape of like a human. It's friggin' dang, it's changing. It's like whatever it is, and then all of a sudden I just saw like water just going, and it just going back in the dirt. It's like it's just recycling. Like they're telling me like the dirt's filtering a lot of stuff, and that's why I said that I'm not touching nothing. I'm not bringing no rocks. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not gonna do that. If any dang thing, you know, I will give them tobacco. You know, something sacred at the water's edge. I'm gonna make sure I don't touch this water, man, because I will flip the fuck out. We don't. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. This water's calm as hell, but people died in this water. There's women and children, there's men.
and make it so bad is that this water is not just holding native spirits. It's holding the people that made that pilgrimage, that came and that did this. Like this is a big vortex, and it's a big spirit. And the funny thing about it is that they're so quiet right now. They're so quiet. I don't even hear her spirit box over there. Nobody's saying nothing. So I want to know who's keeping them quiet.
I do too. I was feeling like we were being watched the entire time we walked down here. Yeah.
Is there any wind out here? Does anybody feel any wind?
25.5, 13.7.
Because I'm wondering why this leaf is just moving.
4.
And they're going this way. And there's no wind out here moving this.
There's nothing moving. Those other leaves
Right
out
in the
there aren't
tobacco
moving
and
either.
everything that I gave.
When those other leaves out there aren't moving. The other leaves out there
Are not moving.
3.9.
There's something here. And it's pointing that way. So let's go and follow where the leaf is telling us to go.
Oh, that's weird.
That was weird because I felt that.
It still is.
It's like it's following us.
It still is. It's like I'm in the middle. Like it's like we're in the middle.
We were at the end of the trail.
Middle of the. Yeah. Yeah. It got weird.
Well, and while you guys were gone, we were sitting there, and everything around Gwen started getting super, super cold. And like she could feel it like on her feet, and I could feel it like literally from my nose up to the top of my head.
I mean, spirits do the cold thing anyways, but I would imagine these spirits can do the real cold thing.
Yeah.
Just because the water. And that's almost like what it's like a cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got in cold, icy water, that's what my feet feel like when I put it inside
But
the
it's
water.
not, like I feel warm, but I feel like
The outside of my skin is
it's like cold water, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outside is cold. Inside is okay.
Right,
Same.
but yeah.
There's a vortex of energy, ley line, or something that's going on here, and there's a frequency that they're using to call people into that water for a sacrifice.
It got colder right here.
Yep, right here.
Yep.
1.0 too.
It's a lot.
Like I can feel the temperature change.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a drastic change.
But remember,
Like a
I said
2-3
something
degree drop.
wants us to go here and put the grid systems on that road.
Almost feels like we're in a bubble, but then all of a sudden it gets like we miss it.
Either
and we
we're
get
walking
cold,
too fast
yeah.
or yeah.
I feel like we're following something. Like we're in something's path.
I feel like something was following us on the way down.
Oh, it was definitely following
And
us
then-
all the way down.
Yeah, it followed us all the way.
Right, but now I feel like it's leading us that way.
It's cold right here too.
Yep.
Right here.
Right there.
Like I can feel it when I breathe in.
Yeah.
It's making me breathe better, actually.
That's what it is. It's like you in the cold Arctic.
Is that
friggin-
weird?
My breath just started showing, and I'm not smoking.
Like it,
Swear to God,
it
y'all better
feels like I
fuck
can
up off me, man.
breathe better.
Swear to God.
Yeah,
Get
it's
up off
definitely
me.
like a crisper breath.
Get
Yeah.
off me.
I'm probably the only one here that doesn't smoke, and my breath just started showing.
I was getting everybody popping their breaths out.
But like I said.
Okay, check this out.
Okay, so do you know
When
that
the
when you
weather
do,
is cold,
like,
you
that
should be able to
brain
breathe,
cell from
and you will see cold air.
that oils?
There ain't no cold fucking air.
I'll show you in a minute. I have some in my purse. I put it under my nose.
Oh, essential oils?
Yeah,
Like that? Yeah.
yeah, and you can breathe better.
Yeah.
That's what this air
Something
fills.
is all in
Yeah,
my
same.
leg.
Like as soon as you walked up here, I think I was feeling
Yeah,
like I could breathe again. It's like they took the pressure off my chest.
it's nice. It's actually not bad.
Was the air lighter up here, or was it heavier?
I don't know.
It
that
was
it's light.
heavier down there. I did not want y'all down there.
That's that same frequency that we were hearing.
Yeah, and my thing is going crazy. The blue is going down. And then you can feel it. It's all right here. And look, my warnings keeps going. Is that you or me? This is the passway. This is the pass through. Right here. Lino, there's another one where you're saying, but this is where the spirits are crossing. There's a whole bunch of spirits.
Well, on the right by that trail again.
It got so cold that my thing started to alarm, dude. So like something just shifted. My eyesight just shifted. And look, Jacob.
It's getting colder.
Yes. It was all the way in the green. Everything was friggin' normal. And I said, this is the passway right here. Guys, I guess that feeling in my stomach again. What the fuck?
Remember down the platform?
This is where you don't want to go.
Huh?
If you walk down this path, you're not going to come back. Feel how cold the air.
It's very cold and piercing here.
Piercing. I feel that whenever you walk down this path, you won't come back. No, I mean seriously. I'm stuttering. It's like something just. It's like I feel like, you know, like when you're in death row, and you're walking down that path, and you know you're not coming back. That's that feeling that I'm getting. That if I walk down this path, I'm not coming back. It's like I'm just willingly
Giving yourself
feeding
to-
into it, and I'm willingly feel that breeze. It feels like
That breeze is cold.
but there's nothing. It's like why all of a sudden. This is a spirit path right here. It comes, and I just keep seeing repetitive, like residual. That if you go down, and it's like boom. It's like you can look at the laser, and then it's like boom, you're gone. And then this is a pathway. Something really bad happened here. Something really, really bad happened here. Something called them into the water. And they didn't come back. They heard something and they went swimming. Just thinking boom, boom, boom. But something led them into that water. And they didn't get far.
Do you think it has to do with that frequency that we've been hearing?
Yes. I told you, this land is wobbling. It's wobbling. I've been feeling heavy, then I feel light, then I feel heavy, I feel light. Right now, I'm fucking freezing.
It's super cold.
And it moves with you.
Yes, it's following you. So that means what I'm saying right now, these motherfuckers gonna stay their ass right here, and they not coming home with us. None of this shit is coming home with us. I respect that. I respect the spirits. I don't give a fuck, bad, good, whatever the fuck it is like this. But I'm not. None of this shit is friggin'.
I'm more concerned with the fact that it seemed like it took us
Really long time.
a really long time to get from point A to point B to point C to point D, and it seemed like it took minutes. And it seemed like there was
We were here. Like we just walked through a time warp.
And I wasn't out of breath
like,
at all.
We were here.
And it seems like, right, that's the thing. It seems like we went somewhere and rested.
Well, and all of a sudden it's after 2 o'clock in the morning.
Like we met.
2:30.
This sounds dumb, and I know this sounds dumb, but I feel like we were probably
Oh my
trapped
God,
in a
look, that
fairy
shit,
circle.
Look, it's going that.
Whoa.
That's fucking crazy,
My
dude.
camera will not
Look at
focus on
that.
that.
Lino.
Yeah, I feel like we were trapped in some kind of fairy circle or something. There's no. It was too weird. It was too quiet. How long did it take us to get back? It seemed like forever.
No, get so much, it felt a lot heavier to get down.
Right. Like I wasn't out of breath. I was like,
And I get out of breath over it.
like I was healthy again.
Right? Like I can actually breathe like a normal person.
Like this place made me healthier again. Does that make sense, Glenn? Like I don't.
As we were leaving though.
Yeah.
Only as we were leaving.
My feet don't hurt from my swells, my diet.
And that's
normally,
not
I
normal.
can't do none of this. They know that. I'm like, my feet swell up. I don't feel that, but I feel like something is clutching my heart chakra.
But see, I feel like I'm breathing better.
I feel like I'm breathing better, but I still have like a
Like
little
a
bit of pressure
pain
here.
right here.
I have a little bit of pressure. Like
I'm
right
good
here.
on my front. It's my back, but I think
Yes.
that's
What did I say back there? Didn't I
Someone
say I
touching your
felt like
back.
electricity,
I
like
think
something was touching my
that's because
back?
something's on my back.
Me too.
But it needs to stay here. It can't come with us. Again, we lost time.
We lost time because how the fuck did it become 2 o'clock already that quick? I swear to God, when we walked down there and we were just
How
sitting in that
worried
spot,
how
it was
worried-
only 20 minutes after friggin'
How
12.
worried were you guys? How long were we gone?
It felt like you guys were gone for like probably
For a
half an
long
hour.
time. I was starting to freak out, dude.
There's no way.
No, seriously, like
Yeah.
it felt like you guys were gone for at least a half an hour.
We got back
Or
so
more.
quick,
Yeah. Unless something happened while we were gone.
Well, cause
and we
then,
all
and Andy,
experienced whatever together, but there was nothing there. That
well, and
to-
Andy
that-
freaked out and said like, "Okay, we're going," and took you. And
Andy
then,
started freaking out.
and then you guys like it was like instant disappeared. Like they walked out of our vision, and I couldn't even see the light anymore.
we were. I promise you, I walk the same way. I walk everywhere, not fast.
Right. No, you guys like I was even.
No,
saying,
y'all
I
were
was-
gone for a long
I was
ass
saying,
time,
like,
dude.
when
And
I
it's
went
like,
around, I was
and
like,
it
where
was
the
like a
heck are they?
time warp. Swear to God, like one of them interdimensional shits, dude.
Well, and remember Gwen, I even said at one point like I wanted to yell out to see where they were, but something
Yes!
stopped me. I'm like, there's not a chance in hell.
How
that
many
I'm
times did I
making
turn
noise.
around and be like, "Where are they?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they?" Like,
You
they
guys were gone
come
for a
in,
really
and then
long
at
time.
some point
And I
we
kept
saw a
freaking
light.
out. What did I
Someone
say?
saw a
They
light.
shouldn't be there. They need to come back.
You said you had a child telling you that they need.
They
that
need to
something
come
was
back.
walking
It's not.
down
It's
there.
not. Something was like. It was like
Well,
y'all need
whatever
to
the
come
fuck
back. It's
we
something.
did, we did it together, and I don't remember anything but.
But it was so weird because
Coming
like,
back
remember
and
like the
being
light just
here.
like gone. And
But
then it was
again,
dark.
coming from where the stairs were to where the
cars were.
to where the platform is took no time at all, and coming from where the boat ramp is to
Well,
here
and we-
took no time
I
at all.
finally noticed the light in the distance. I was like, oh, there they are. And it still took at least, I want to say like, because remember how I'm like,
Yeah,
as
but
they're coming
15,
so
20
slow,
minutes for them to come out. I
Right.
thought they were coming.
Right, and I'm like, why are
Not
they
that
coming so
popular?
slow? Like, it was very, very weird, but I even remember saying to Glenn, I'm like,
Make your presence known. Is there anything supernatural here with us? Don't be shy, you could come.
Speak into this black box.
Come speak into this device I have in your hand. Communicate with me. Are you there? Will you come speak with me? Are you here with me?
Speak into this black box. You want to be heard.
What's your name? Can you tell us your name? Are you just a spirit passing through? You hear that?
What is saying?
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
What happened to you here? Did you drown in the lake?
Are you native to this land? Is this your home? Come, be our friends. Communicate with us. Are you a woman or a male? Is there anything you would like to tell us?
See, life keep moving, it's the way that it goes. Keep your head up, gotta stay on your toes. If they flexing with the heat, then we bring them the cold. Ice froze on these demons, gonna bury their souls. Blessed up in this life, got God on my side. If you headed my direction, boy, you better think twice. I'm surrounded by shadow all day and night, and we coming like light, so be ready to fight. Blessed by God, so tell me what you wanna do. I ain't preaching no lies, boy, I'm speaking the truth. Trying to save our souls, spitting game to the shoes. I will take it to the streets and bring it right back to the booth. I'm coming from the youth, I got a message to say. We gonna change our lives into a positive way. North, south, east, west, keep it pushing state to state. Put the pedal to the metal, from the cradle to the grave. We gon' rise, shine, bring it into the light. I ain't scared of you devils, I'm ready to fight. All might in sight, God will blind you at night. He's a whole different beast, y'all better run and hide. All sins aside, you better fit a man above. He runs the kingdom of it all. Show him some love, the creator in the beauty of the white dove. Or he'll strike you down where you stand and leave you in dust. See, life keep moving, it's the way that it goes. Keep your head up, gotta stay on your toes. If they flexing with the heat, then we bring them the cold. Ice froze on these demons, gonna bury their souls. Blessed up in this life, got God on my side. If you headed my direction, boy, you better think twice. I'm surrounded by shadow all day and night, and we coming like light, so be ready to fight. Like a lion, all standing fight, never running fright. Thank the man G.O.D. for saving my life from a substance that controlled and corrupted my mind. Many years went by and no, I can't rewind. All the times that I had, all the times that I lost. Laid up in the hospital, paying the cost. Needles here, needles there, living life without the care. Living by the bottle, to my kids this ain't fair. I had to change my ways, looking to a new life. Flip the page on these demons, now I'm following Christ. Forget wasted times, living a moment, speaking the rhymes. No more walking the line, or put myself within the crime. No more fines in my name, I'm gonna change the game. Put God up in the needle, shoot it through the veins. Mindset in the brain, that's how we all gon' change. Stand against all evil and the fetal remains. See, life keep moving, it's the way that it goes. Keep your head up, gotta stay on your toes. If they flexing with the heat, then we bring them the cold. Ice froze on these demons, gonna bury their souls. Blessed up in this life, got God on my side. If you headed my direction, boy, you better think twice. I'm surrounded by shadow all day and night, and we coming like lions, so be ready to fight.